welcome back to my channel. It's Cami. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about the new-ish products from Maybelline, and I have the Maybelline Nudes of New York eyeshadow palette. I have their Lifter Gloss, and I have some of their Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks from the Coffee Edition. So if you'd like to see my thoughts on all these products, just keep watching. Alright guys, so we are all zoomed in. We're gonna go straight into the Maybelline Nudes of New York. I do have my eyeshadow base already on, so we are all ready to go into the palette. I'm going to start off by setting the lids using Soloist right here. And I'm gonna be taking a Morphe M224 to do that. So this palette does not have a mirror, which is really sad because I love mirrors. So I'm going to take my mirror right here and use that. So how have you guys been? I really appreciate your input from my last video. The video that I filmed about if you guys wanted to see a Raw Beauty Kristi palette review and the Sailor Moon palette too. I actually plan on filming the Raw Beauty Kristi palette review tomorrow, so stay tuned for that because I'm super excited to play with that palette. Now I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. This is the M441, and I'm going to take Explorer. It's right under the shade that I took before, just this one right here. So I don't really have any funny stories for you guys today, but I do want to talk about something that did happen to me this week. Nothing bad. I feel like during this time, you know, we're all going through a really difficult time. Just one day this week, I had a massive just anxiety just coming over me. And it wasn't from anything, like nothing triggered it. It was just all of a sudden it came out of nowhere. And it happened right when I was heading to the gym. I was in my car sitting there and I didn't want to get out of my car because I just had so much anxiety. But I knew that if I went into the gym and did a workout, I could feel better. So I forced myself out of the car because I was like, you're gonna feel better if you go and work out. So I went over there and it was push day, so a lot of arm workouts. So I sat on the bench and I did just about half of my workout. Now I'm gonna go in with Globetrotter, this color right here, this red burgundy color. So yeah, I did just about half of my workout, and then I was like going through my phone because I was trying to find a song to work out to. And I just couldn't find it. I was literally sitting there for 20 minutes trying to figure out what I wanted to listen to. I was talking to my friend, which, you know, she watches my videos, so shout out to Nicole. Hi, Nicole. But I was talking to her and she's like, girl, just get out of there. Because I was literally sitting there trying to find a song for 20 minutes and I was just pretty much hogging a bench. I mean, it wasn't too busy, so no one was waiting on me to get the bench. Otherwise, I would have left because that would have also given me anxiety. But I decided that I should leave because if it's taking me 20 minutes to find a song, then I'm not going to finish my workout or get anything good out of it. So I left. I decided to go to get some smoothies to feel a little bit better, and so I got a mango smoothie and I sat in my car for a little bit because I was working that day and I was on break to go to the gym. So I was sitting in my car for a little bit just like drinking my smoothie before I went into work. I applied that Globetrotter shade with an M433, and now I'm going to go back into my M441 and I want to blend out the edges a little more. So I think we're going to go into Heroin right here and just like blend out the edges. It took a really long time to feel better. Like even after my smoothie and going back to work, I didn't really feel 100%, but I just want to let you guys know that like it's okay and anxiety is going to take over sometimes and come out of nowhere, because literally usually I can pinpoint where the anxiety is coming from and I can make myself feel a little bit better by fixing that problem. But for some reason that day I just had anxiety and I didn't know where it came from. So, you know, I just want to let you guys know that these are hard times and that if you have anxiety, just do some self-care, take care of yourself, take some deep breath. It's important to know that right now we're going through some really difficult times and we just need to take care of ourselves. Like anxiety is okay, and just remember that it's not going to last, because I've had these anxiety come over me several times and, you know, obviously I feel better after a couple hours or the next day. Just to keep in mind that not feeling 100% is okay. There's a lot of negativity in the world and I think we just need to take care of ourselves. I think I'm going to carve out the crease, so I'm going to take my concealer and the M124 and just carve out my crease. Because there is so much negativity in the world, I think it's really important for us to be positive with each other. I actually find that YouTube doing this has given me such positivity to my life. I love doing this, and I love doing this for you guys, and I love the discussions down below and the support, and I don't know, I love talking to you guys, and I love doing this. So this is my happy place. So find your happy place and find what you love to do. Do what makes you happy, because there's just so much negativity in the world. And of course, spread love and spread positivity. You see someone and compliment them, because you know that could make their entire day. Maybe they're having a bad day, or they're having anxiety or whatever, and they just need a compliment, and that can go such a long way. So spread positivity where you can, because it's just such a negative world out there, especially nowadays. So keep that in mind. Sometimes I like going to Starbucks and paying for the person behind me that I don't know. That just makes me hope that makes their day or makes them smile. I may not know them and I may not see them smile, but just knowing I did something nice for someone means a lot. I just want to let you guys know that people have anxiety and people go through things, and it's just important to know that it's not going to last forever and to spread positivity. Kind of a sadder story today, not as funny, but I do want to make sure that we take care of ourselves, because it's important. It's very important. So my eyes look great. I think those colors are so pigmented and so beautiful and blended out perfectly. I am like really impressed with this palette so far, but now we're gonna go in with the shimmers. So that is like the true test to see with the shimmers. So I think I want to go in with this coppery shade. It's definitely like grabbing my attention. So this is the shade Fighter. It's like a coppery goldeny color, and I'm super excited to see how that looks on the lid. I'm gonna go in straight and not spray my brush like I usually do. That didn't really show up, so maybe I should spray my brush. So I'm gonna go back in. Oh, I'm also using my M166 brush. I sprayed it with my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I'm gonna go in. Ooh, that's pretty. This brush set is in the James Charles brush set. I recently purchased it because it was on sale at Ulta. So you don't want to buy these brushes individually. They are in a set. It is not on sale anymore. So what are you guys watching on TV right now? I just finished the second season of Umbrella Academy, and honestly, I love that show. I highly recommend it. If you haven't watched it, I love it so much. If you're into like superhero comic book funny movies, I think you'd love it. I just finished that, so now I'm trying to look for another show. I'm also watching Family Matters on Hulu. I used to watch that show all the time. Like Steve Urkel was my favorite. He's just so funny and so nerdy. So I'm rewatching that because I haven't watched it in years. I love it. I think I'm on the second or third season out of like 10 seasons. I've got a while on that one. I've watched so many things this quarantine, it's so bad. I've watched Outer Banks, The Umbrella Academy, Breaking Bad. So leave your suggestions down below so I can check out some new shows. That would be really great. So this color is gorgeous. Definitely need to spray your brush, but that's normal for most shimmers in my opinion, whether it be high-end or drugstore. Now I'm gonna go back into my M433 and back into Gobble Trotter and just kind of reinforce the outer edge and blend it into the shimmer color. I'm super impressed with these eyeshadows because I've tried Maybelline eyeshadows before and I wasn't impressed. They were okay, you know, they weren't the worst eyeshadows ever, but they weren't amazing either. But this palette is really surprising me. Like, I'm really happy with it so far. It's only like $15, so that's crazy amazing. But I think I want to try more shimmers, so I'm going to go into Originator right under Gobble Trotter, this one, and I'm just going to put that on the inner part of the lid, still showing the Fighter shade, that copper shade. And I'm going to spray my brush like usual and go in right in the inner corner. That's gorgeous. That is like pigmented, super bright color right there. Just definitely brightens the inner corner right there. So on the other side of the brush, I'm gonna go in with Fighter and just blend those two colors in the middle. So I'm just going like one side with Fighter, one side with Originator, and going back and forth to blend the two right there. Wow, it definitely brightened the inner corner and opened up my eyes a little bit more, so that's really nice. I'm gonna go in with my M506 and Protector, this light lavender shade right here, and just run that along the lower lash line. This color would be so pretty all in the crease. Now I'm gonna take my smudger brush, this is the M508, and right on the lower lash line, I'm going to smudge Voyager, this color right here, right on the lower lash line. line. Now I want to highlight the inner corner, so I'm going to go back into Originator, the color that's already in the inner part, and I'm going to put it in the inner corner just to brighten that as well. This is the M152 brush, just like the perfect size for the inner corner. Lastly, I'm going to take Artist, this cream shade right here, and put that on the brow bone. Alright, so we are done with the eyeshadow. I'm going to go ahead and put on some liner and lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so liner and mascara is on. Now we can go in with the lippies. I'm going to start off with the lip glosses because I'm pretty sure the liquid lipsticks are going to stain my lips. So I want to go in with the glosses first to show the true opaqueness and the color of it. We're going to start off with the color Amber. It is kind of like a nudie peachy gloss. Very comfortable. I like it. Not sticky at all, like my lips don't stick together when I put them together. So this is the first color in Amber. I am so sorry if you guys have been looking at that like unblended powder right here. I'm so sorry. So now I'm gonna go in with the color Reef. This is much more of a pinkier gloss. I'm not much of a pink gloss person, but pink gloss over brown lipsticks looks so pretty. So definitely a lot more pinker. This is the color Reef. The last color I have, which I think is going to be my favorite color, this is the color Stone. It's kind of like Amber, but definitely much more nude and much darker. So this is the color Stone. So those are all the glosses that I have. So now we're going to go into the Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks. The first color I have is Chai Genius. This is supposed to be their coffee editions. I think I've heard that it smells like coffee. Oh yeah. This smells like chai. I feel like this is going to be my favorite color. It's a nude color. So I think I'm really going to like this one. This is beautiful, and it would look a lot better if it had a darker brown lip liner. So I definitely like this color, but it's not as light as the tube. I think it's a little bit darker, so that's really nice too. So this is Chai Genius. Next color I'm going to go in with is Caramel Collector. This is definitely much more of a orangey brown. Definitely smells like caramel. Oh, that would be so pretty for the fall. Definitely a lot more orange and does not go with this eye look. It's very, very, very orange, like a pumpkin orange. So this is Caramel Collector. So the last shade I have is Cocoa Connoisseur. This is the second to the darkest color. I wasn't really interested in the darkest color because it was really, really dark and vampy, and I'm not interested in it. So this was kind of more of a browny red. So I'm really excited to see what this looks like. Wow, this color is beautiful. It's like not really brown, but not really red. It's somewhere in the middle, and it's really pretty. And I think this would be absolutely perfect for the fall. This is Cocoa Connoisseur. Alright guys, so this is the final makeup look, and I am going to do this review a little bit quickly because the sun is setting and the lighting is getting a little weird. On my lips, I have the NYX Retractable Lip Liner in Cocoa, and I also have the Superstay Matte Ink in Chai Genius, and then I topped it off with the lip gloss in Stone. So let's go ahead and talk about the lip glosses. These glosses are really comfortable and they don't last a very long time. My card was actually full, so it's been a little bit since I put this on and it's already pretty much gone. You definitely have to reapply them periodically throughout the day if you're planning to wear them all day. You can just put this in your bag and then reapply it throughout the day. No big deal, but it's really comfortable, just doesn't last very long. It's not sticky and it is shiny when you first apply it. I like these glosses, but you do have to reapply them periodically. I believe these come in 6 colors, but I was only interested in 3. I was interested in the clear one, but I didn't pick it up because I have a lot of clear glosses, so I didn't think I really needed it. I do like these, they just don't last very long on your lips. So now let's go ahead and talk about the Superstay Matte Ink. This is actually just like a side collection. This is like the coffee collection. So they have a bunch of other colors if you're not interested in these colors. I really do like these. They're really comfortable and they're not drying. Usually matte liquid lipsticks are drying. I think Cocoa Connoisseur and Caramel Collector are gonna going to be really great for the fall. They're definitely fall colors, but I think Chai Genius is my favorite color and definitely really good for every day or any day in the year. I really love these and they're comfortable, and I think I'm going to be wearing these a lot more. I also love the applicator. The applicator is like a teardrop shape, so it has that point. You're able to really carve out your lip and put the product where you want it. So I really love that about this as well. So let's go ahead and start talking about the palette. This is the Maybelline Nudes of New York palette, inspired by the diversity of New York City, custom designed shades with a wide range of skin tones. And I actually do agree with that. There are a lot of colors in here. There are about 16 shades, or there are 16 shades, and I used about 8 of them, and I'm really impressed by the quality of this. It is a drugstore palette, and I've tried eyeshadows from Maybelline before, and I wasn't that impressed by it. I really like this palette, and even though I didn't use half of the palette, this swatched beautifully. I would assume that the quality is the same throughout the palette because the 8 shades all have the same qualities. I think this is a really great palette and I do recommend it. The sucky part is that it doesn't come with a mirror, but that's okay because that would probably raise up the cost anyway. I believe this palette is $15 depending on where you get it. I think it's such a great neutral everyday palette. So like if you're looking for a palette to go to work with, this is such a great palette and it's beautiful. It blends out perfectly. I just can't say enough good things about this palette and I do highly recommend it. And it's great that, you know, the drugstores are really stepping it up with the quality because not all of us can spend $40, $50 on a palette. So a palette like this for only $15 is really great. And then like even e.l.f. has the $3 eyeshadow palettes. So I'm really happy with this palette. And if you are looking for a neutral palette, I say go ahead and get this because it's not that expensive and you are going to be surprised by the quality because I was, and I love this so much. Alright guys, so that is my review, my eye look, and swatches on some new-ish Maybelline products. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these products or are interested in anything after this video that you've watched. I hope you enjoy the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!